Hello to all my beautiful sisters from another mister and all my fine brothers from another mother. What's going on, guys? My name is Honesty and welcome to my channel. Alright guys, so as y'all can tell by the title, this is another story time. This story time is going to be the time I was sleeping with my sister's boyfriend. Oh my god, that sounds so bad. Ooh, that sounds so bad. Now I know how Asia be. Like, I am Asia. Shout out to her because she's so fucking hilarious. I love that girl. And that's on what? That's on what? Period. And Mary had a little lamb.
And that's on what? That's on what? That's on period. And Mary had a little lamb.
I love her. Anyways, guys, yeah, so today's video is going to be a story time of the time I was sleeping with my sister's ex-boyfriend. Child, I'm messy as hell. Like, I know y'all probably look at these story times like, damn, bitch, you messy. But am I really? Well, let's just get into the story. Then y'all can tell me if I'm messy or whatever. Okay, so before I even go straight to the story time, straight to the story, I have to tell you guys a little bit more to understand what led up to what led up to and whatnot. Okay, y'all feel me? Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Years ago, when I was like around, I want to say 9, 10, around there somewhere. Hold up. First of all, growing up, I have a lot of siblings. I have 8 siblings, okay? And all of them are girls. Only one boy, and that's my baby brother. Well, my little brother. I call him my brother. He's really my nephew, but my mom had custody of him since he was a couple of months old. So that's my brother, and that's on period. What? So growing up, I got 8 siblings. They're all girls. They're all older than me, and they were always hanging out with boys. Like, any of their friends was always boys. They barely had any female friends. Now I understand why they barely had any female friends, because baby, you cannot have a friend that's a female without them trying to have competition and look at you on some old, like, start hating you on the DL. Oh, that's your friend, that's your bestie, that's your this, that's your that. But yeah, she over here hating on you and behind your back talking shit about you and trying to play you. Then turn around. Yeah, I was just with this bitch. Oh my god, I don't know why I'm still friends with this girl. Like, she thinks she the shit. She thinks this, she thinks that. Let me stop, because here I go. I talk too much. But when I get into certain situations, I'm speaking of certain situations, I get lost in it, child. I get lost. 8 siblings. They're all girls. They're all older than me. And my oldest sister is 45, I think. And all of them were friends with guys, a whole bunch of guys. So anytime they were hanging out and chilling, they were always hanging out and chilling with a whole bunch of guys. So growing up and seeing all these people come in and out the house, well, not all these people, because, you know, all their friends come hanging out with them, or they're outside hanging out with them and shit like that. Like, so it's like, damn, like, these bitches got a whole lot of guy friends. And I never understood it until now, like I said before. But so when I was like about 9, 10, around there, my sisters ended up becoming friends and getting real close to this guy. We're gonna call him Ed. We're gonna call him Ed. So my sisters started chilling and hanging out, and all of a sudden here comes Ed. He's a new person into this little clique or whatever, but I'm starting to see him more often. And you know, when you were little, like, and you're a female, or even if you're a boy, like, even if you're a male, when you're a little kid, you see friends of your sisters or friends of the family or whatever, and you know they older than you, child, but you look at them and you're like, damn, they got it going on. Like, they're so cute, they're so pretty. Ooh, like, and then that becomes like a little crush when you was like, oh, I had a little thing for this person, but I was a little kid, so there was nothing that was going to be done about that. But a lot of people go through that. Like, when you're a little kid and you have these friends, or your family has these friends, and they bring around their children, you look at one of them or a couple of them and you're like, oh wow, he's so cute, or oh wow, she is so beautiful. It's like that's instantly your crush. So that's what happened here. My sisters, because it was three of my sisters, the oldest, then the one underneath her, and then the other one underneath the second one. So it was them three that always used to hang out together. They always had all these friends together. Like all their friends was mutual friends. They all hung out together. My three sisters and their friends. So homeboy started coming around, and I'm like, who the fuck is this? At first, I'm like, I'm not even going. At first, I don't know what it was. I did not like him. I couldn't stand him. That only lasted like about a couple of days, child. But I couldn't stand him. And then little by little, like he started coming over more often. I'm looking at him, and he's, hey, how you doing? Like, and all this other shit, whatever. And it's like every day, I like from the minute that I seen him, I didn't like him. I couldn't stand him. It started like as the days progressed, and he was coming over. After each day, he's coming over. He's coming over. He's coming over. It was like I hate him. I don't like him. He's all right. He's cute. Oh yeah, child. He should come over more often. Ooh, I think I got butterflies. Ooh, I think I like this. That's how I went. That's how it went. Like I went from hating him and not wanting no have him around me to where he at. He's coming over today. And me be a little young ass girl. This is so embarrassing. Me being a young ass girl, but I know I'm not alone. But me being a young ass girl, I used to like, if I knew that he was coming over, I would go and get dressed and, be a little, put on my little tight outfits, my tight shirts and my tight pants, and, doing my hair real cute and trying to look all cute and making my presence known. Coming in the rooms or coming in the living room like, y'all good? Y'all want something to drink? Hey, you want something to drink, Ed? My sisters knew because I never was like that with any of their friends. I used to get along with their friends, but I never communicated with them. I never used to chill with them or anything, and I never used to ask about them either. But when it came to Ed, I used to ask, like, is Ed coming over? Is Ed this? Have you seen Ed? How's Ed doing? I used to love when the house phone rang. I used to run to the house phone so quick to pick it up, like, oh, probably Ed calling. Hello? Fuck. Here, come get the damn phone. It's not him, so now I'm mad. Here, come get the fucking phone. They want you on the phone, child. That's how it was. So yeah. He was coming around, he was chilling, whatever, and I confessed that I had a little crush on him or whatever. And he told me, I remember he was like, you a little girl, like you was a little ass girl, like you're not even a teenager yet, like you better stop. And I'm like, well, I'm not saying it because, I want to be with you or I feel like we could be together or anything. I'm just saying, like, I got a crush. You've been through it. Like, he was about 16, 17, and I'm lying. He was probably about 18 at the time or some shit like that. So he's like, you a little girl, you're not even in your teens yet. Because like I said, it was probably around 9 or 10 around there when he started coming around. I'm sorry if y'all hear wind and stuff, because my AC is running and my fan. I got my fan running on me too because it's hot. But, so yeah, I told him that I had a little crush on him or whatever. He's like, you a little ass girl, you better stop. Go read a fucking book, do something. And I'm like, I'm just letting you know. Like, it's not like if I'm saying I got a crush on you, let's do it. I got a crush on you, give me a kiss. I got a crush on you, let me touch you. Or you touch me. I'm just saying it. Like, you used to be young at one point too, nigga. Don't lie. Don't lie, you used to be young. I'm pretty sure you had your little brothers and sisters or their cousins' friends coming over, and you being a little ass kid and you having a fucking crush on an older person. Don't try to act like y'all innocent. Well, not y'all, but telling him. Don't try to act like you ain't never go through that shit. And y'all too, because I know I can relate. I know a lot of y'all can relate to what I'm talking about. So he was like, oh, you're a little ass girl, whatever. So I told him, I was like, okay, then I'm just letting you know how I feel. Like, that's it. Like, I'm not, I got a crush on you. Like, what's so wrong about that? I would have thought he would have been like, oh, that's so cute. You're a little ass girl having a crush on me. Oh, but no, he was like, you're a little ass girl, child. You better relax. But it's like, damn, nigga, I'm not telling you that I want to be with you. Like, fuck wrong with you, nigga. You ain't all that. Psych, he was all that. But yeah, so that happened or whatever. And then little by little, like after he said that, like it really made me feel some type of way. So little by little, I started backing off. Like when he would come around, I would not be around. When he'll call the house phone, I'll click, hello, oh, can you put such and such, my sister, such and such on the phone? They laugh. And they'll be right there in the back. You can hear them in the back. You hear them in the back talking and all this other shit. They're not here. They left because I didn't like what he did. Like, he could have left me off easy like that. Like, damn, poor, like he said, little old me. Why you ain't think of it like, oh, that's so cute? Why you gotta go so quick to judge? Like, oh, you a little girl. You better relax. Like, I know I'm a little girl, nigga. You know you older than me. You know that I should not be saying this, yeah, but still, like, I'm just saying it. But you know and I know that you're too old for me. I'm too young for you. And it's not going to happen. But why not just tell you what the fuck? So I really, I was like, oh, he a little cocky one. Like, oh, no, he trying to play me, child. He trying to play me. And I remember I used to say all the time, like, watch when I get older. He better not see me when I get older because I'm going to curve him like a motherfucker. Because when I'm growing up, how can I put it? I hit puberty early. So my boobs was like sitting right there, my butt sitting right there. So I was like, if I'm looking like this now, child, wait till I turn into the teenage, wait till I start getting my menstrual. Not that it's something to be excited about, because who the fuck? Ugh, honesty, really? You're gonna have to go. Let's scratch that. You know how when you're going through stuff like that, girl stuff or boy stuff, when you're maturing, you start getting all this stuff. So I used to say all the time, like, if I'm looking like this now, just wait till all that stuff start popping, like, and then what? He gonna be mad. But I kept on telling myself, like, child, when I get older or when I'm starting to, like, don't look at me because I'm gonna curve your ass. Now, remind y'all, I said he was my sister's, three of my sister's friends. He used to chill in a group of them. It was a group of them, and they used to chill all the fucking time. Granted, when he used to call the house, he used to call for that one sister, but that's the oldest one, so that's the head of the group. I'll call because she's the oldest, so it's like the head of the group, the mama bear of the kids type of thing. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even know why the fuck I use that as an excuse. That don't make no sense, honestly. No sense at all. But she was the eldest sister. So I'm like, okay, like, maybe he's calling because what y'all doing? Like, you got to answer to her. Like, are y'all coming out today? Can I go chill with y'all? What we gonna do? Because she was the oldest, and even though my sisters were like maybe 3 years younger than her, it still don't matter. Like, you're gonna have to, that's how I thought about it. Like, they're gonna have to talk to my older sister to see what was going on and where they're gonna go, what they're gonna do. Because if my older sister said, y'all not going nowhere, we ain't doing this, we ain't doing that, guess what? Y'all not going nowhere. We ain't doing this, y'all ain't doing that. And that's just on period. So I just figured, like, okay, yeah, he's calling that phone. He's calling the phone. He's asking for that sister because she's the head honcho of the group, if you recall. So I didn't think nothing of it. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't the only one to call and ask for the oldest sister. So fast forward when I was, how old was I? Fast forward to like about 20. Fast forward like about I was 20. I seen him one day, and he was like, honesty, I was walking to the store with my best friend, Dookie. I was walking to the store with her, and I heard somebody like, honesty. And I'm looking back, and I'm like, who the fuck is calling me? Like, so I kept down walking because I'm looking back, but when I look back, ain't nobody saying anything. It's like when they call me and I'm looking, they're not saying nothing. They're acting like if I didn't just turn around. I guess at that point, he was trying to make sure that it was me. Like, if you call my name, I'm gonna turn and look. Obviously, if you call somebody's name, they're gonna turn and look. Now, if that's not them and you're calling the wrong person and it's not their name, they're not gonna look. So I guess he wanted to make sure that it was me first. So he's calling me. I kept looking and looking. I wasn't seeing nobody. So I'm like, what the fuck? So fast forward, we're walking. And then a car pulls up alongside of us. And he's like, honesty. So I'm like, do I know you? He was like, oh, wow, word, you don't know me? You don't remember me now? Oh, word, it's like that? And I'm like, who is you, boy? Who is you? No, I don't know who the fuck you are. Like, who are you? Like, I'm not gonna front. You still looked at the same, just older. But remember I said, wait till I get older. I'm gonna curve your fucking ass. Don't try it. which that was a lie because I won't be giving a story time if I follow through, right? But anyway, remember I said if when I get older, I'm gonna curve your ass. Don't even try. I'm like, I'm just saying, like, do I know you? Because you called me back there. I kept looking back and you wasn't saying nothing. So now that I hear the voice and it's you here, why didn't you answer me back there? Like, so do I know you? Like, what do you want? So he was like, oh my God, I can't believe how grown you are. And I'm like, listen, again, I'm gonna tell you. Again, I'm gonna ask you, who the fuck are you? I don't know you. And he's like, oh, it's me, Ed. And I'm like, Ed. Playing. Because I knew exactly who the fuck you were. I'm like, Ed who? Who the fuck? Ed, where do I know you from? Oh, I'm one of your sister's best friends. My sister's best friends. Let me see. I know all my sister's best friends. And he's like, no, I just got back. I grew up with them. I used to chill with them. I used to call the house. And I'm like, so what are their names? He said their names. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I remember you. I remember you. I remember you. So you remember me, huh? You remember me, huh? So I say, oh yeah, I remember you. What's going on? He was like, oh my God, I can't believe how grown you are. You got so big. I haven't seen you in how many years? It's been like 11 years I haven't seen you. And this and that. And oh my God, you look just like my oldest sister. You look just like such and such. We're going to call my oldest sister Peanut. We're going to call her Peanut. He's like, oh my God, you look just like Peanut. Like, even if I didn't know you, I would have thought you was Peanut. And I was like, well, I'm not. Like, but my sister, let me tell y'all this. My sister, she is fucking beautiful. Beautiful. She's my twin. Let me show y'all a picture of my sister. It was a compliment, and it still is, because my sister is a bomb ass bitch. Like, she look good. Like, she the shit. So I wasn't really getting mad at the fact that people would be like, oh my God, because they started calling me Little Peanut. They won't call me by my name. They used to call me Little Peanut, and I used to hate that because it's like, okay, yeah, I look just like her, and I'm damn near her fucking twin. I would go, she could be my mom. Look, like, people used to look at us like, oh, is that your mom? No, that's my sister. Is that your daughter? No, that's my baby sister. But everybody thought that she was my mother, and everybody used to call me Little Peanut, and I used to hate it because it's like, I have my name. Like, okay, I look like her. Thank you. That's a compliment. Thank you. But she, and I'm me. Like, call me by my name. Like, don't say, oh, little such and such. Like, I used to hate it. That wasn't me. That's not my name, little such and such. I'm not little such and such. Don't do that. Oh, can y'all see? That's me. And that's her. I have another picture with her. I have a lot of pictures with her, actually, and I have a lot of pictures of her by herself. But anyway, so I'm like, oh, I say, yeah. Everybody tell that to me. I look like her. Yeah. So what? Sick and tired of everybody fucking telling me that already. Like, what do you want? Like, and he's like, how old are you now? And I'm like, what you worried about it for? He was like, how old are you? I said, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You can keep on pushing. You can keep on going by. Get the fuck up out of here. So I was like, I got things to do. I gotta go, bruh. Oh my God, this picture's so embarrassing. This is my... Hold on, let me take the damn picture out the frame. I said out the frame, off the thing, because it's showing me, it's showing my other sister. And I don't want to show my other sister. Oh my God, I look crazy. Okay. This is me, y'all. That's me. And then that's her. Could y'all see? I'm sorry, y'all. But so I'm like, no, brother, no. I got things to do. I gotta go, whatever. He was like, oh my God, but how old are you now? He's trying to ask me my age and what I'm doing and how I'm doing and where I've been. And I'm like, I'll see you around. Now, I'm not going to stunt. I knew who he was, and I kept telling myself, like, oh my God, he's so fucking fine. He used to be fine, and he's even more fine. And let me tell you this, no disrespect to anyone. I have my preference, and my preference is morenos. Color, my chocolate, or caramel. My type, like as far as me, Puerto Rican, I can't see myself for the Puerto Rican. Sorry. No disrespect, but that's just not. And a lot of people tell me, how the hell is that happening? How the hell does that work if your first husband and your first everything and your eldest daughter's father is Puerto Rican and Cuban? How is that? I don't know. Like, I don't know, but I don't know. Like that was my first and my last. Lies, honesty, lies. Stop lying, because we won't be having this story time if it was. Anyways, so like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna let you go. Like, I'll see you around. And then when he drove off or whatever, I kept telling myself like, oh my God, he looks so good. Started playing in my head like, damn, honesty, you should have asked for his number. You should have stopped, because you say you'll see him around, but what about if you don't see him around? Like, this was your opportunity to get with the dude that you had your little crush with, and you just blew the nigga off. And I'm like, I said, okay, I remember where I seen him. I remember where he was at. I remember the store, because I was coming from the store. He was across the street from the store, I guess, at that house. So I started passing by that house every day. Every day I'm walking down that street, child. I'm like, where he at? Where the hood niggas at? I'm like, where he at? And then finally, one day, my cousin called me. She was like, bitch, I'm about to come and pick you up. Come and chill with us. So I'm like, okay, yeah, okay. I'm coming. So I go chill with her. Ooh, that sound bad. You see what Asia got me fucking doing that? Ooh, that sound bad, because I never used to think like that till I fucking started. I subscribed to her and I started binging on her fucking videos. Anything that doesn't sound right, Asia be like, ooh, that sound bad. Now the bitch got me doing that. And by bitch, I mean, hey girl, hey. Like she say, hey girl, hey. Asia, if you watching this, I highly doubt it, because I ain't nobody. I love you, girl. Okay, so she came, my cousin came and picked me up, and I'm chilling with her or whatever. And then I ended up staying the night over her house. The next morning, I wake up. Listen to how this shit goes. The next morning, I wake up, and I go to the bathroom to take a shower, whatever. I come out the shower, and the room next door to my cousin's room, I'm coming out the shower to go to my cousin's room, and there's the bed. This is my cousin's room. There's the bedroom right here. So I'm coming from the bathroom, and I pop the corner to come to my cousin's room, and this bedroom door opens, and who I see walking out? Ed. He was like, honesty? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm saying in my head, this is how I looked, and this is how I said it. I was like, what the fuck is you doing here? But inside, I was like, what the fuck is he doing here? Oh my God. Excited. Oh my God, I'm a trip. But I'm like, what the fuck is you doing here? He's like, oh, he said, I'm living here. And I'm like, why? Like, why? My cousin? Comes to find out, all this time, the whole time that I haven't seen him, and he went to school, you know, the ones that have like, he went to college. College, the one that has the doors that open and close are bars, and you know, they got like the little hard metal bed. Those colleges. So he went to college when I didn't see him no more, when he disappeared. He was in college. So I didn't see him for a long time. So when he came out of college, he didn't have nowhere to go, nowhere to parole at. So my cousin let him go there, because I forgot to say this, but my cousin used to hang out with my sisters all the time too. So they all grew up together, and then they ended up becoming god sisters and god brothers, because my cousin's mother is his godmother. Like, they baptized them and stuff, so that's her god brother. And when all this happened, I didn't know all that until now. But well, not now, but when I found out when I seen him that day, I'm like, oh wow, what a small world, isn't it? Like, wow. So and then I went to my cousin's room, I got dressed, and let me tell y'all, because anytime I went anywhere, I would pack like 3 outfits, even if I'm staying just one night, because when it came to clothes, I didn't know what I wanted to wear. I didn't know how the day was going to be, so what I was going to want to look like, if it was too cold, if it was too hot, if it was a laid-back day, or if it was a get pretty day, or be that bad bitch day. I didn't know what type of person I wanted to be that day, so I usually pack like 3 outfits. So when I came out of the bathroom, out of the shower or whatever, I went to my cousin's room and I picked out the tightest shirt and the tightest pants. Did my hair real nice. Back then, I used to wear a whole bunch of bangles and the necklace, the chains, and the big hoop bamboo earrings and all that. So I was looking cute. And I was like, I'm gonna go out there, get something to eat. Da, 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 da. When I went out there to go get something to eat, he was out there. Oh shoot, guys, look at how young I looked. Oh my God. That's when I was pregnant with my oldest daughter. Embarrassing. I don't know why I showed y'all that. I might edit that out. So I went back out there and I was eating or whatever. I cooked something to eat. I cooked for everybody. He came to the kitchen. He sat down. He ate. And we was just vibing. We was just talking, whatever, vibing and, you know, catching up or whatever. And little by little, like we started, like that night, that night that I left, I took his number. He took my number. And we used to talk on the phone a lot or whatever. And then it was just like friendship. Like just friendship, because he told me, he was like, okay, now you're older, now I don't mind having a conversation with you and not feeling bad or not feeling like a pervert because you're of age, and you know I don't have to look at you like, oh, she's a little girl. And then after that day, we used to call each other, just checking up on each other, see what each other doing. I'm pulling up on him, he pulling up on me, hanging around, just vibing. And then little by little, like it started to like feel like I was, you know, like falling into that. Even though I had a crush on him, I wasn't at that time. I had a crush on him back then, but at that time, I'm like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not feeling him like that. But then talking to him, I'm like, ooh, yeah, here goes back the little butterflies. Here goes these butterfly shit. And now this is the most I've ever spoken to him, especially on this type of level, because, like I said, growing up, I was a little girl. I was like 9, 10, so I didn't have anything to connect with him with or talk about. Like he's already explored and did this and did that, and I'm still fucking growing shit. You know what I mean? So I barely knew anything. So the fact that now, okay, yeah, now I'm older, it felt like a yes, I could do this type of thing. It felt good to connect on so many levels. Back then, I didn't have nothing to connect with. So little by little, we sitting here talking and connecting and vibing, and I'm like, damn, like here goes these little butterflies again. But at the time, I was with my daughter's father, and I was not gonna cheat on him because I'm not a cheater. All the time that we spoke on the phone, I made sure that he knew, like it ain't nothing like you may think that it's gonna be. It's nothing like that, bro. Like nothing at all. It's just I got my man, and that's that. So he said his little words. I lost you. I didn't do it last time. I lost my chance. I ain't losing out now. Bruh, no, we're not going there. Like, no, I'm in a relationship. Like, no. Then, no shade to my ex-husband, but then I find out that he's cheating on me and he breaks up with me so that he can go and be with that bitch. So I said, oh, okay. That's when I did the most. And I called up Ed and I'm like, hey, Ed, what you doing? Da-da-da-da-da. I'm about to pull up on you. Let's go get some ice cream or something. Like, I'm fed up, I'm pissed, I'm mad, I need to vent right now, and I don't know who I gotta vent. I don't know who should I vent to. So he's like, oh, what's wrong? Like, I'll meet you. Like, where you want me to pick you up? I'm like, no, you ain't pick me up, I'll pick you up. So oh my God, guys, I feel like I'm getting sick. My nose is stuffy. So I told him that I needed to vent. So then I went and met up with him, and then I picked him up, and then we went. I forgot where the fuck we went, and I'm just telling him everything that my ex-husband just did. And I ended up, we both ended up going half on the bottle. We was drinking, and from there, shit went. You already know where shit went, because this is why we're here. So that day, that night, I ended up staying over my cousin's house, which is the same house Ed lives in. And I didn't stay in my cousin's room with my cousin. I stood in Ed's bed. When I opened up the door to go to the bathroom that night, my cousin just had gotten home. She was like, bitch, what the fuck is you doing here coming out of that room? I'm like, shh, child, shh. Girl, shh. Shut up. I'll tell you later. She's like, I'm like, shut up. Just shut up. So mad because I didn't want nobody to know, nobody to see me. But from there, I guess he got hooked or he liked it or whatever, and we kept on and kept on and kept on and kept on, and then the next thing you know, he's like, oh bitch, you're my girl and you ain't going back to him. Because I'm like, listen, my baby father is trying to get back with me and he's saying he's sorry and this and that. He's like, nah, fuck that, you ain't going back with him. He used to make sure that he put a whole, listen, for anybody that likes hickeys, no offense to you, but those, I don't know if y'all know, but hickeys are blood clots. I hate hickeys. I'll be damned if I get a hickey. Like, that's so fucking ugly on your neck anywhere. It's so disturbing to me. Like, I get the when I see shit like that. Like, I hate hickeys. I fucking hate them. He used to put a whole bunch of nickies. He used to put a whole bunch of hickeys on my neck. So like that, if, or when I go home, if baby daddy want to see me or something like that, he gonna see all of that on me. I used to hate it with a passion, and I still do now. He's like, oh, you my girl. And it wasn't to the point where I was gonna say, no, I'm, like, I could say, no, the fuck I'm not. In his eyes, I am. And he wasn't trying to hear none of that. He wasn't trying to hear, oh, no, you're not, no, none of that. No, in his eyes, I was. And if anybody asked him, he's gonna say, yes, she is my girl. Why? What's up? While I'm over here like, no, no, I'm not. I guess he thought that I was gonna be like, yeah, I want to be with you, because how I was younger. No, nigga, like, no. Like, I had a crush on you when I was younger, and then, you know, me and you started to see each other, and we started, this led to this, or whatever. He really was feeling me at the time, supposedly. Don't know if it's the truth, but yeah. And so we was seeing each other, like, and we were sleeping with each other and all this other shit, and we were having fun. And it, like, I wouldn't say I was hiding it. It was just that I didn't want it to be open like that. Like, and, you know, I knew I wasn't going to be able to get over my daughter's father just like that. So I wasn't trying to break his heart or anything like that. So I'm like, listen, we can do this, we can do that. In your eyes, I am, but I'm just to put this out there, make sure you understand, in my eyes, you're not. So whatever I do, you cannot get mad at that. You can't. So, and then he was upset about that. I'm saying that I'm telling him that he can't get mad at that, but he was definitely getting mad at that. Oh my God, guys, I'm getting sick. I can fucking feel it, and I can hear it in my nose. I can't breathe on my nose. But little by little, my daughter's father is just coming to my head, like, talking to me and all that. So I'm trying to let Ed know, like, listen, I don't mean to break your heart, because I want to let you know that I'm not doing it no more, whatever. He wasn't feeling it. Then when the day finally came, I'm like, I was so mad, because it was like he wasn't getting it in his head. He was not getting it, like I was his girl. Like, to him, I was his girl. And I'm like, no, I'm not your fucking girl. Like, it's not, it's no. So, mind you, he used to call me Little Peanut all the time. Motherfucker knew my name, and there was barely he used to call me by my name. Little Peanut. And I kept on telling him to stop. I think, honestly thinking now, I think that the only reason why he wanted me so bad and he felt the way he did was because I resemble and I look just like my sister. So to him, it was like he was with my sister all over again. The reason why I say all over again is because this whole entire time I didn't say nothing about it. In this whole live, I said live. In this whole video, I haven't said nothing about it. But I never, like, he knew, but I never knew until this day. When this day came, I'm sitting there and I'm talking to him or whatever, and then he didn't want to hear what the fuck I had to say. Like, it wasn't registering to him. So I had to go and speak to my cousin, and I'm talking to my cousin, and I'm like, what? You better tell your godbrother something. You better tell your godbrother something, because he's tripping. Like, he's tripping. And then he's like, she told me, she's like, This is why I didn't want you to deal with him because I already knew how he was gonna be because he was like that and he was doing shit like that when he was when he was going out with Peanut and I what? Rewind. What'd you say? What the fuck did what the fuck those words? Wait, what? What you mean? Who's Peanut? Who's Peanut? Who the fuck is Peanut? Cause that sounds like my sister name, but I know it's not my sister. Who the fuck is Peanut? And my cousin's like, no, bitch, your sister. This is why I didn't want you to be with him because you did the same shit with Peanut. And on top of that, how you gonna go fucking your sister's ex-man? And I'm like, what? Guys, I did not know for shit. I didn't know that he was with my sister. Like I said before, granted, I used to hear him call the phone or where's Peanut. But again, every single one of their friends that used to call to hang out, damn near all of them used to ask for Peanut. And then they would all leave the house together or whatever. But they rarely called for the other two sisters. They mostly called for Peanut. So I didn't think nothing of it. You know what I mean? And then once she told me that, I'm like, oh my God, no wonder. This is when it all started coming back to me. And I'm like, no wonder he calls me Little Peanut. No wonder he used to call my house and ask for Peanut. No wonder he used to come and chill, but always sat next to Peanut and all this other shit. Like, I'm sitting here and I'm just putting all this in the back of my head and all this. And then I'm like, no wonder he didn't want me to leave him. No wonder he kept telling me I'm his girl and I ain't going nowhere and he ain't losing me and this and this and that. That he's not losing me again. It wasn't about him losing me when I was younger. Like, it wasn't about him because he was never with me to begin with. And I don't know why it didn't click and dawn right then and there when he said it to me. But when my cousin said it to me, it's all running in my head. And I'm like, oh, wow. Wow. No wonder he said that. I'm not going to let you slip away. I'm not going to let you I'm not going to let you slip away. And I'm not going to lose you again. I'm not going to make that mistake again. And I don't know why the fuck it didn't dawn to me right there and then when he said it because he never had me to begin with. So it's like, in other words, he was imagining my sister instead of me. Like, he was thinking he was with my sister this whole fucking time. Like, the whole entire time he thought or made it seem as if, well, let's just put it like this. The whole entire time he seen me as Peanut. And so all this is doing, I was so fucking mad. So mad. I called my sister and I'm like, Peanut, I got something to tell you. I don't want you to be mad. I'm ashamed of it. I should have never said this. I should have never did this. I should have never did that. She's like, just spit it out honestly. What happened? And I'm like, I told her, like, for the past couple of such and such and such, me and such and such, me and Ed been seeing each other. Me and Ed's been intimate numerous times. Like, there was damn near every single day, 2-3 times a day type of thing. Like, and I'm just finding out that that's your ex-man, that you used to go with him. Just finding it out now. And I feel so disgusted. I even threw up. While I'm on the phone talking with my sister, I threw up. Because I'm like, oh my God, like, I felt so, how you sleep with your sister's ex-man? And not just once, not just twice, like, he was your sneaky link. He was your fucking, your booty call. He was the only booty call I had at the time because, like I said, I wasn't with my daughter's father. He cheated on me and I was also, I never cheated on anybody. I never, let alone him. That's not me. I'm not that type of person. So when I'm messing with one dude, and if I'm effing, even if we're not in a relationship, if I'm effing one dude, I'm gonna continue to F that one dude, and I'm not gonna F that one dude and F that other dude and that other dude all in one time. That's not me. I don't do those. I'll sleep with one dude and one dude only. I'm not a hoe. I'm not a thought. I'm not none of these bitches out here. Like, that's not me. You don't gotta be my man for me to be faithful. Not faithful, but you don't gotta be my man for me to just be sleeping with you and only you, because that's just me, period. I'm not gonna have multiple partners. That's not me. That's how bitches get STDs and RRTs and all that. Clap. All that. Like, pregnant, all that. I'm not about to do that. And that's another thing, because I got pregnant by him and I had a miscarriage. Yo. I just felt my beans because I never told anybody that. I never told nobody that. The only person I knew that was my cousin and him. I just spilled the beans. fuck it, it's out. I don't care. Yeah, I'm like, oh my God. Like, I feel real bad at the fact that I actually did that, not knowing who that person was and not knowing who that person was with way before. If I had I known all this before, no, hell no, it would have never popped off. And I got mad and I called him and I yelled at him and I'm like, oh, you fucking dirty motherfucker. Like, how dare you? Like, you knew, I didn't know. You could have asked me if I knew, or you could have, but I didn't know. And the fact that you did that bullshit and this whole time kept it to yourself, that's real fucked up. That's real fucked up, because had you not kept it to yourself and you would have told me, this won't be going on right now. And I think that's probably why he didn't tell me, because you probably would have known. But I felt like I told my sister, I said, I'm so fucking sorry. And she was like, oh, girl, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Because she's like, I know you as a person. I know how you are. I know how you rock. I know that that's not you. I know that if you would have known, it would have never happened. But it's all good. Don't think of it as a bad thing. Don't try to be all sad and depressed and throwing up, because I was already throwing up and be throwing up off of this. Like, fuck him, he's a nigga. Like, niggas are gonna be niggas, and it is what it is. They happen and it happened. And she was like, as a matter of fact, it was not even an issue. Like, I don't care if he wants to be with you and you want to be with him, y'all could do that. And I'm like, bitches, you stupid. Like, I don't give a fuck if you gave me your blessings or not. I'm not gonna do no shit like that. Like, that's not me. I'm not comfortable with it. Bitch, I'm throwing up right now off of the fact that I'm just thinking that my sister's man and me, like, I'm throwing up talking to you on the phone and you over here thinking that I'm gonna be okay with it. Like, nah, sis, it ain't happening. Like, no. Called him, I spazzed the fuck out on him. I told him he's a piece of shit, to lose my number, to fuck off, and this and this and that, and that and this. And he was mad and heartbroken for a little bit. Well, I can't say heartbroken. He was mad. He was calling me still like, oh, you just gonna leave like that? You just did? Yes, just like that. With no hesitation, just like that, because you a dirty motherfucker. Like, you should have said something. You ain't say nothing. Like, who the fuck does that? Like, you're disgusting, bro. You're disgusting. And that's where it left. Yeah, guys, so that's how I ended up having my sister's ex-boyfriend as my fucking partner. Alright, guys, so this is the end of the story. If you like the story, please give it a thumbs up. If you have yet to subscribe to my channel, go on and hit that subscribe button. Come and join the family. Hit that notification bell so you can get notified every time I upload a video. And drop a comment down below and tell me what y'all think of my stories. And yeah, guys, that's all for tonight. Oh yeah, shout out to JR. Shout out to you. Auntie Honesty loves you forever and ever and ever. No matter what, I love you regardless to what. You're my nephew and you make my day. You make my day. Just hearing you talk and seeing you makes me happy. It makes me feel good. I could be down and out, and once I'm looking at you on live or whatever, it really does make me feel better. Like, I can't even joke about that. Like, my name's Honesty, right? I honestly feel happy and I feel better when I speak to you or when I see you and stuff like that, love. And you are definitely one of my biggest supporters, and you're always asking me when I'm going to do another video, and you love my videos and you watch my videos and you subscribe to my channel. And I just want to say thank you so much for your love and your support, and I love you so much. And Team JR every day, all day, y'all. Drop some green hearts in the comment section, y'all, for my nephew JR. And that's the end of this video. See you on the next one. Bye.